This is Captain Art with another Tackle Tip Thursday for everybody. People ask all the time, can you demonstrate how the best way to fly line a bait and what to do when after you've got your bait on the hook. A couple tips for that. After you pick your bait, which you need to select a bait at the bait tank, and one of the errors that anglers make is that they hold onto the bait too tightly when they're going to hook the bait. If you're hooking it sideways through the nose, after you've hooked the bait, then let go of the bait and hold the line above the hook. That way the bait is not handled as much, and so it's stronger when it goes in the water. And then casting, a lot of times you really don't have to cast that far. You just got to get it out away from the boat. And so think about a pendulum and how a pendulum works. And so I'm just going to show you that. So you get the bait about the same height as the reel. So you let your line out, and so your bait is the same height as the reel. And then you put the reel in free spool, and you keep your thumb lightly on the spool, and you swing it in towards you with a pendulum, and then let it out like that. Just a swing in gently, and then swing it back out so that it gets 20 feet out away from the boat. And if you have a strong bait, then that bait will swim. So pendulum, think about a pendulum swinging in towards you and then back out. And you can get your bait out away from the boat successfully that way. Very simple. And remember, you're on the windward side now, so wind in your face. And then the same thing applies when you're doing an overhead cast. So the bait should be about the same height as your reel. So you're going to let out line until it's the same, even with your reel. And then you swing the bait in towards you, and then a pendulum over the top of your head, and follow the bait with the tip of your rod until the bait hits the water. So it's the same effect with a pendulum. Swing the bait in towards you, and then back over the top and follow your bait with the tip of your rod until it hits the water. And that is just a tip from us on how to fly line a bait. Now, if that's with your bait nose hooked for overhead casting, shoulder hooked back here for overhead casting, if you are hooking your bait in the belly, we don't recommend that you overhead cast with that, because that bait will rip off of the hook. So that's when you underhand your bait, when you have your bait hooked in the belly. And so that's the pendulum thing with a belly hook bait. So you can swing it in towards you and then out easily, and it just gets 20 feet away from the boat. And with that bait belly hooked like that, it should swim down, hopefully into the bite zone with a belly hook bait like that. So that's casting a live bait. Tackle Tip Thursday.